input.
Okay, in this exercise, we're going to pick up with the Pine Hill database, which is the end result of tutorial 4 from the Access textbook. And we just want to build on that a little bit on some items that are not addressed in the textbook. And the first thing is a property called input masks. Input masks are just a mechanism that allow the user to enter data in a way that it sort of guides them. So for instance, if you're entering a social security number, it provides you the formatting automatically. Phone number is a real common one. We'll do one of those, and then you can also create custom input masks. And so for in this particular exercise, to get started, if we look at the student table, this database came to us with phone numbers where it has the actual dashes typed in between each number. Now, because those are actual literal characters that are typed in, those items are saved. They're actually saved in the database as an item of data. This can present a problem when you go to transfer this data from its current state into another database or possibly even to an Excel spreadsheet, anything like that. So typically the goal is to save the raw data and to use formatting techniques to make it display a particular way. And so here we have raw data in the form of dashes inserted within the true phone number. So what we want to do is remove those actual dashes and then replace it with an input mask. And very simple thing to do. We use find and replace. So I'm just going to click in the home phone field, go up here to replace, and then find what? Well, find a dash and replace it with nothing. Just leave that blank. Look in the current field, which is the home phone field, and then here where it says match, you want to choose any part of field. If you leave this as whole field, then it's going to look for a dash as the only entry in the entire cell. So obviously we want it to find the dash within the field value. So any part of field is what you want there. And then you just go ahead and click replace all, and you can see it very quickly execute the operation. You say yes, go ahead and proceed, and then I'm just going to click over here into the mobile phone area and do the same thing. And so now I'm with this field selected, the mobile phone field. Click back over to here, still has the same attributes that I had when I ran it before, so I'll go ahead and do replace all again, and there we go. Okay, so now we have removed successfully the dashes from those two fields, and now we want to switch to design view with the student table still open and apply an input mask. So I'm going to click on the home phone field, and then with the home phone field selected up here, the property section down in the lower part of design view is where the input mask property resides. So I click on that and then click on the ellipsis. That'll launch the wizard, and phone number is the very first one. These are all very commonly used input masks. So I'll choose phone number, and then as I go through the next step, it's going to give you a layout of input mask. And I'll tell you, the phone number is a very good setup. The default settings are really what most people want. And the 999 represents a required, or I'm sorry, an optional entry, and the zeros represent required. And then this is underscore is just a placeholder, so as the user starts to input the data, it'll be an underscore, and then as they enter the data, the underscore gets replaced with whatever they type. So I'm just going to proceed through these steps. It will ask you, do you want to save these literals, or do you want the raw data to be saved, and we'll use the literals just for format. And the default is to not save the literals, and with good reason, because you don't want that to be part of the actual data stored. And then so you choose next and then finish. Now you've modified this table, so it's going to ask you to save when I switch out here to datasheet view. And so yes, that's fine, save it. And then now out here we have our home phone with open parentheses around the area code and then a dash between the exchange and the last 4 digits. And then you just simply repeat that process for the mobile phone field. So back in design view, you would do that same thing on the mobile phone field. Just go ahead and launch the